Welcome everyone to, I don't even remember, Kommunity Kerbals Ep15. I'm your host, Stevie Stavros. I don't know, I'm a little down today, but wanted to maybe just forget about a few things, playing Kerbals, and I thought, hey, maybe you guys want to join me. As always, when I start the show, I'm also very tired from yesterday. I stayed up way too late. It's been the case for the last 4 days. And yeah, insomnia will do that to you, as well as stress and other things. I'm glad to see that there are some people that voted for no to give it up in the chat. But yeah, want to show gratitude and appreciation for everyone who's in the chat. We got Gabe Rodriguez, professional chef. Always appreciate when he's around. And hopefully we can communicate at some point, or coordinate at some point, I should say, that we could maybe do Too Many Chefs together, or, just do a one-off show or something. But I'd love to pick your brain on cooking and, get your experiences and stuff, because I love to hear about that stuff. And there's a lot of shows out on TV that do that, but it's also glamorized and all that. And I'm sure you've got some great tales and great recipes. We got Steve Callan in the chat, Jay Diz, and Van Edwards. So we've got 7 people watching, and I know that the Kerbal stuff isn't always for everyone. I mean, a lot of people don't like the scientific talk. They don't like, just the little diatribes I go on when I talk about space and all that sort of thing. Oh yeah, more people. See, this is why I decided to, instead of ask people in the chat, put the poll up, because trolls can interact with a poll. They can't obviously be in the chat because of sub-only mode, and the diligent work of all you who yield the shiny wrench, as well as myself, just keeping new subscribers in line, knowing who they are. But it is what it is. And I'm curious, because I don't really have to do these things, but if there's people that are interested in watching it and learning it, I can help out or try. It's a snowy day here. We're supposed to get about 2 inches. See, I'm speaking American for you guys, which is 5 centimeters. And we're supposed to get that, through the progression of the night. And then tomorrow it's going to be warm and rainy. So I don't even know. And it's always, I don't know. This seems to be more affecting me now than it has in the past. But there's this seasonal. I always forget. Hold on. I gotta look this up. Oh yeah, there it was. Seasonal affective disorder, where when the weather changes too quick, the body doesn't acclimatize and it starts to. I don't know. It's not. It affects the mood as well, and shit, with the amount of shoveling that you got to do up here in farm country, and the northerly winds. It can have its toll. It can take its toll, I should say. Gabe says, "Hey Dave, absolutely. Let's do Too Many Chefs episode again." Yeah. Well, you can contact me privately if you want to let me know when you're available, because you got a busy schedule running the restaurants and stuff. But I would love to do that. Oh yeah, there we go. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. You've got a shiny new wrench. Alrighty. So let's get to it, boppers. So I'm going to get OBS to switch over to the game. So let's transition there. Alright, cool. Now into the game for me as I watch the chat from my phone. Oh, it's 70 degrees where Van Edwards is. That sounds so nice. Definitely better than what we've got here. I think we're at 23, 25 Fahrenheit. So it's not too purdy. So let's see here. We've got so much that we could do. And we're going to resume saved. New frontier again. Where we last left off. If I could speak properly, Dave. What do we have? We did something. I don't remember what it was that we did. Well, yeah, we sent. Oh no, we got Van Edwards back safe to the planet. No, was it Van Edwards or was it? No, it was Todd. Todd. We tried to do something with Todd and it failed, but he got back to the planet and was saved. The VE Express is still orbiting. This is the suggestion that Van Edwards said was to get them to orbit, but that's basically Bullfrog, YR, and Keith, and they're stuck. They're stuck in orbit there, and I do want to save them. I do want to try to save them. And you know, I could always enable the cheat code and you know, use that to get back home. But you know, there's also the challenge of you know, sending a craft there. Let's see. All right, so we'll just go. Where do we go? Back to the launch facility here. So yeah, I'll take suggestions. What would you guys like to see? Rescue mission? You just want us to send a maybe a probe to Mars, or maybe to that other planet, Minmus, that's close by. Oh, here's another thing that I can do. Okay, so this is the planet that we're on. This is Kerbal. Or, yeah, Kerbal. No, Kerbin. Right? Yes. I always, again, the overuse of the word Kerb definitely causes confusion. So there's the moon, or they call it the Mun here. So it's like Earth, but it's got another moon. It's called Minmus. We go to here. This is what it looks like. It's very green. And rocky as well. And yeah, a lot of... Oh, I think that's what we tried to do. I think we did try to get to Minmus with Todd. And it just didn't make it. Let's see here. We got, actually, there's the, okay, so this is Duna. This is the Mars equivalent with its satellite there, which is called Ike. And there's Dress. This one I don't believe has an analog or an equivalent. Jewel, this is the Jupiter. And it's got, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moons around it. Pole, Bop, Tylo, Val, and Lathe. And there's Elu. Where's Elu? Oh. That's, I believe it's somewhat like Pluto. And there's the sun, which is called Kerbal. Moho is the Mars, sorry, the Mercury equivalent, because it's the closest. Eve is Venus. It's got a very thick atmosphere. And, you know, planes and anything like that work really well there, but it's so thick that the atmosphere is so thick that it's very difficult to get off. I've never actually even tried to get onto this planet. Gilly... doesn't really have an equivalent. Very odd shaped. And Kerbin. So I don't see any suggestions. Let me just refresh my chat here, see if that works. Nothing I'm seeing so far. AJ Adams says, Dave, what is this? This game is called Kerbal Space Program. And it's basically a space simulator where you get to create rockets and planes and anything really, and just have some fun. Okay, so I wanted to do some things actually. I wanted to make a JB, and I wanted to build a boat for him and make him sail. But I do want to do what I like the most, which is build rockets and shit, and try to get them to do things. So you know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a probe, simple probe to go to the moon, or the mun. If it had 2 dots over the U, it would be pronounced moon. But I do not remember what those things are called. All right, so what are we doing? We're going to build a space probe. Let's see here. This one looks good. It has 1,000 charge and quite large. We need landing legs. I think these ones. No, these are. Well, these ones are good. So if we add 3 legs here, that should provide good clearance. AJ Adams says, "Oh, nice. Send Danny MT into the sun." Well, we could do that, but I don't know. The burns from the mighty Nicky Nines are way more intense than the sun, so we could leave it to that. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to get that UFO working. All right, so don't save. Okay, so I was looking into that. I've got parts for modded parts for what's supposed to be like an anti-gravity drive, and I want to try to get them to. I couldn't get them to work last time, and I looked back onto it, and now I seem to figure it out. So what we're gonna do is. Does anyone want to suggest anybody else to put into our UFO? We have Todd and Tony available. Because I would have to create other players to go in. But all right, so we're gonna pick this as our capsule. Our engines right here. So that's it's a 00 RGN drive. So it needs the GN particles to function. Okay. Oh yeah, we need batteries. And we're going to need one of these as well. That's supposed to produce the particles necessary for this thing to go. It's really weird, but you can do some very cool things with it, so let's give it a shot. All right. Call this UFO 1. And our crew will consist, I guess, of, well, there's Hamza. Hamza and Tommy still remain alive, strangely. But we're going to, no, We're going to get rid of Tommy here because he can be with Hamza. And I guess we'll set up Todd and Tony. So we need the damn it, where'd it go? Structure, there we go. Doesn't have to be this big. Damn it, hold on. Oh, and AJ Adams, these little things here are called Kerbals. These are the Kerbals, the little people that inhabit this world. All right, so get one of these on there. Come on. There we go. All right, so let's launch. So, yeah, Gabe is suggesting that he be the private chef, which would mean that he would have to probably be, he'd either be a scientist or an engineer, because either way there is science involved with being a chef. So, all right, so if I remember correctly, we have to activate the engine, and we've got to activate anti-gravity. So when we release this thing now, it's going to slowly start to fly up. Now, if we activate hover, it'll stay there. Now, deactivate hover, we're going to start to go up. Now, max overload basically is our speed. Hold on. Well, it's the amount of acceleration that we're going to be able to use when we use our throttle. So you see this little thing down here indicates our throttle. So if I do this, we're going to see a little bit of increase in speed. Now, whoop, 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 activate SAS. There we go. Computer system, the SAS, whose acronym I can't remember, basically is the computer that's managing the guidance. And yeah, it keeps our orientation straight without having to manually and constantly do it. AJ Adams says, put Colonel Santos, Bullfag, Black Mountain, Bum, Tommy in a ship, send them to Planet 9. No. All right, so this is what's cool is, let's look how high our altitude is right now. So we're basically at about 10 kilometers and rising. Our velocity continues to increase, and yeah, this is crazy. So now if I do this, max overload, look, we're going to start really going fast. Now we're really getting some thermals up. Look at that speed. And yeah, look at our orbit now. It's just going to go nuts. So by utilizing this sort of drive, we could get out to, you know, any planet fairly quickly. Look at that. That's crazy. We're going to reduce that to 1 again. 1. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's debris from, so if we tab it, oh no, it's too far away. But, yeah, that's debris from one of our launches. That actually should have, why didn't it, I guess it never crashed into the atmosphere. All right, so if we go back here, this gold line means we're actually, like, that's our new orbit. We're going to be leaving the influence. We're going to be leaving the influence of Kerbin, and these guys are going to eventually see how the orbit's changing now. It's going out. Oh man, that's crazy. So I'm gonna reduce that. I'm gonna actually go in retrograde, and let's see if I can reverse it. Reversing? Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens. So now I'm pointing back towards Earth. And yeah, it's actually because we were going so fast. Now it's reducing that because this is all in relation to. So now it's reducing the speed um, towards the planet. Obviously, it's going to come down. But if we were to then increase that, now we're really going back to, well, back to Kerbin, not to Earth. Whoops. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right. What do we got here? Yeah, why is, oh, okay, because of the, yeah. It's obviously messing around here. That shouldn't be doing that. Yeah. This is now increasing, which I don't know why. We should be pointing towards Earth, are we not? Or Kerbin, yeah, we are. All right, so yeah, now that's really coming in. The shit that you can do with this game is just so fun. Hey, what's up, Bam? Just playing some. Oh, there's a few people I missed. We got Casey is Raw. Bam. I think that's all. Oh, AJ Adams says, Dave, what do you expect from the new space telescope, James Webb? Yeah, the James Webb telescope launches on the 22nd of this month of December. And here, this is a good opportunity to show this. So, if we think of it this way, if this is Earth, and that's the sun, there's a point around here, which is, it's called a Lagrange point. There are several, and distance isn't to scale, okay, because these things are not the same orbit as the regular planets. But just imagine it around here. And what it does is, because of the gravity between Earth and the sun, it has a stable orbit. It's basically neutral, like the gravities cancel each other out. So there's several around Earth, which would be one, one here, one up here, one behind the moon, and one, just down here. And it will be a stable orbit that will be able to communicate with Earth fairly well, and it's supposed to be able to get the best resolution of any telescope ever. And it's going to be really interesting because it's a complicated maneuver to get it to that point, as well as to deploy what they're calling as a solar sail, which is acting more as a reflector, where it'll have like that will be on the back side of it, essentially. So it's blocking out light from the sun. And it should provide enough darkness that the resolution that's provided by this thing will, will make the Hubble Space Telescope look very, dated, as it were. So we're lowering our apoapsis here. Oh, we're almost to the point where our orbit is at nil. Oh. Yeah, look at them. Look at them inside, having fun. This is Todd looking around. He is the pilot after all. Then we got Tony. Whoa, like, whoa, dude, like wild stallions. Hello, Sam Con. Let's see. So, we should still be pointing towards the planet. Yeah, hold on. View. No. There we go. Well, let's speed up time, see what the hell's happening here. Oh, it thinks we're under acceleration. 9. Now I don't know why the orbit is going up, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to deactivate the engines. And that should, and deactivate anti-gravity. And that should cause us to fall back to the planet. Yeah, there we go. Well, this is going to be a tough one, people, because I didn't put any parachutes on this. Let's see. Our altitude's at about 185 kilometers and falling rapidly. We're going to orient ourselves prograde now. Can't do that? Come on. Whoop. Come on. Prograde. Okay, retrograde then. There you go. Oh, shout out to Feslov. Just saw him in the chat. I'm actually thinking I might do, because I don't know, guys. I thought maybe this might, I don't know, might unbore me, might distract me from stuff. But it's not doing it for me. So maybe I'll just start up another stream and, you know, just a community hangout, maybe talk the news, maybe take calls. Let's see what happens here, because, you know, there's no thermal protection on this. And if we, hold on, where is it? Temperature. Oh, yeah, that's what happened. The engine basically blew up. I couldn't take the heat. I was going to try to engage it to prevent it from doing that, but yeah. Now they have no chance. They're falling towards what looks to be... Oh, it's ocean, okay. But you certainly don't want to impact the ocean at, you know, more than 100 meters per second. Ideally, it's 3. So, poof, guys. Sorry. I guess I should have chosen Tommy, but... And there they go. Lost, but not forgotten. So I'm going to close that. Actually, I should have just gone to go back to Space Center. And for some strange reason, they keep coming back up in the roster. So it seems like they're immortal, or they just get revived, because it's not really supposed to do that. But, hey, there we go. Sam Khan says, can you do an episode where Bullfrog thinks the sun is a large pizza and tries to get it? Oh, man. Well, we actually did have Bullfrog featured. I built him like a buggy and had him drive around and stuff, and he was having a lot of fun. And Keith rode a rocket on the outside, and he also tragically crashed. But it was funny doing the impressions. That's also something that I enjoyed from this series, is just doing the impressions of the people, you know. Sorry about that. I had to just step a few feet away from the computer. But what say ye, people? Should I start a new stream? Um, I don't know. Should I do a impromptu too many chefs with Gabe? Because I hardly ever know when he's around, and plus he's busy and all that. With the restauranteering. I'm just gonna quit the menu here. And yeah, this is what the AJ Adams. This is what the title screen looks like. So it's cool stuff. It's training scenarios. You can do sandbox, which is what I'm doing. Science, which is to gather science, and then career, which goes in steps where you start off with basic rockets, and you earn through a tech tree, and you unlock new technologies, and yeah, you just progress in that way. So it goes in order as well. Like, you're not going to have those types of UFO engines when you start off the game in career mode. You're going to eventually have to unlock them. You're going to need enough resources, which is their version of money, to accomplish it. And the career mode is cool, but it's time consuming. And, I think, Sandbox is fun enough because it's got everything unlocked. People can say, oh, what about this? Or can you try that? And, I can do that. So yeah. Oh, I'm going to end the poll right now, but I like it at where it's at. We got 32 votes, but only 15 watching, so obviously we know what's going on. But again, this was a little present for the trolls, actually, I mean, today is December 5th. It is Krampus Day, and I don't know if you guys know about Krampus. But yeah, basically this is your little piece of coal for you people, for the trolls, for the Krampuses, who don't have any holiday spirit. But hey, hope you felt a little special getting to vote. I think it's Element 112 you're referring to, AJ Adams. But so yeah, quite a few trolls want me to give up Kommunity Kerbals. Well, I'm sure many more would want me to quit other things. But that's why we're going to go do them right now. So, I'm going to start up a stream, but I'd like to get some... Here, I'm going to do this. What kind of stream? This is a poll I'm writing, obviously. Should Dave do? You know what I haven't noticed is that poll results, and maybe I'm not looking right, but I haven't noticed poll results featured in replays of the chat. Maybe somebody can tell me if if you've seen that, but I have not. Okay, so too many chefs, but that's only if Gabe is able to do it. If not, there's no point. Well, I mean, there's other stuff I want to talk about, but I'm not prepared. I'm willing to do just an impromptu one, just to talk and, pick stories and stuff. I'm good at that when it comes to interviews and such. If Joe still had those interviews that I made while I was working with them, with the wrestlers, I think that you would agree to. Let's see here. Too many chefs. Hangout. Colin. Another option. And other. Okay. A lot of stuff going on in the news. And I like talking about the news and stuff, but it's also nice to interact with people. And yeah, I've got the lazy Sunday feeling. It's cold outside. It's snowy. Got the SADS, the seasonal affective disorder. tired. But no, yesterday was actually good. That's actually something I want to talk about, but separate from Kerbals. I don't want to just make this like a 5 hour stream, and I don't even know how long I played for. Not even fucking 40 minutes. Not even play for probably 30 minutes. But let's see here. Let's see okay, so 60% right now want a hangout. Yes, NSA is always at it. It's their job. Sam Khan says, oh no, he already said that was funny though. Okay, I guess we'll do a hangout because I don't see Gabe here. He must be busy. I know that sometimes he just turns us on in the background and does his stuff. So yeah, you know what? Let's do that. This is going to be a lazy Sunday. I've had lazy Sunday streams before, so let's do that. Check in within 3 minutes, I guess. I'll have it up running then. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for staying with me on this pitiful version of Kerbal Space Program and Community Kerbals. It was fun for a little bit, I guess. Glad that you guys joined me. Hope you guys are having a good one, and hope you'll come over to the next stream. So check my channel, refresh it in a couple of minutes, and we're good to go. Maybe less.